5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, beautiful people. I hope y'all are not tired of mess. Because we're going to get into mess. We are here for another Go Off with Nikki. Y'all know I'm in a mood this week. So this is the only content y'all been getting this week. And then we're going to get back to the regularly scheduled program. But we are back for our chit chat topic, whatever the hell, all over the place live that we do. And you know what? Looking up that foolishness yesterday, I think just that little bit, okay, the algorithm it done latched on to me because I got more mess that I came across today. But we are going to get into it. We are going to get into a few topics that I have prepared to go into. And if you have a topic, whatever, look, if you need me to help you raise your kids, if you need some parenting advice, if you need some advice about the stock market, go ahead and ask for some of my bad advice. I also have a poll up right now. If you're familiar with the mess, you can go ahead and vote in the poll. If you ain't familiar with the mess and you need to wait for me to hip you to it before you vote, but I have a poll up right now. Remy Ma and Papoose crashing out on the internet today. So you can vote on whose side you taking, or if you ain't taking no side, or if you just hit for mess. Okay. But let's see who we have with us before we get into it. Darfalina, thank you so much for being here in the live. TP, thank you so much for being here in the live. I support women's rights and women's wrongs. Team Rip, Darfalina. I'm with you, babe. I guess TP is saying he is on Papoose's side. Anakin, not Vader, thank you so much for being here in the live. Shout out to you. Now, the first thing we are going to get into, we gotta start with a little, some respect, because we can't mix her in with the mess. We are going to start with just a quick Nikki Giovanni. She passed away a few days ago, and we were supposed to get into Nikki Giovanni. I don't know, was it yesterday? Whatever, one of them other lives that we did. However, oh yeah, it was yesterday. Because yesterday's when I went to the little Christmas party, making the Christmas ornament thing, because I wanted to get like a few video clips up in talking about Nikki Giovanni. So I wasn't able to do it because I was out having fun, and then I just came right on. But I had a little time today to get a video clip, and it's like a few video clips in particular. I love Nikki Giovanni. I still have hopes of releasing my book of poetry one day. She is everything. I'm not finna sit here and explain to you who she is, because if you don't know, then you just don't know. And sorry for you. But we are going to get into a little bit into Nikki Giovanni and a bit of who she was, her legacy. When I tell you I love this woman so much, and there's a clip in particular that we're going to play where I'm like that's me, like that's my spirit. But let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, not like that though. Wait, no, not like that though. Oh, wait, how do I want to do? No, where's the one? Oh, I know what I don't have. I know why it looks like this, because I don't have the chat screen up. That's why I was looking crazy. But yes, let's get into When Nikki Giovanni was young, brilliant, and unafraid, the poet set the course for her revolutionary career early and charted it faithfully for decades by staying true to her vision and herself. There's a clip of Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin that keeps popping up on TikTok. The year was 1971. It was a little more than 3 years after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. Richard M. Nixon was president and nowhere close to resigning. The theme from Shaft was #1 on the Billboard charts. Imagine by John Lennon was #6, and Got to Be There by Michael Jackson was #7. Nikki Giovanni was 28 years old. Baldwin was 47, and the two writers met in London to film a conversation for a public television series Soul. In the clip, Baldwin begins by saying, "If I love you, I can't lie to you." Giovanni blinks playfully and says boldly, "Of course you can lie to me." Then she adds something surprising. "What the hell do I care about the truth?" She says, "I care if you're there." Like Billie Holiday said, "Hush now, don't explain." When I tell you my life changed when I found Billie Holiday album in my mama stuff, when I was a teen, like a young teen, obsessed. I went through a huge Billie Holiday phase. Baldwin eyes her carefully, dashing in his cravat. He's clearly amused. He seems to acknowledge without hesitation, or cravat, sorry. He seems to acknowledge without hesitation that she is intellectually his match. And I will say that conversation does kind of irk me because I feel like he kept like talking over her. Like, I don't know, that bugs me. Wait till I finish my sentence before you like start to reply. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. He seems to acknowledge without hesitation that she is intellectually his match. She has read the book, studied the history and the psychology of the moment. She has done the work. Like him, she plays the English language like a melody. Her words are rhythmic, carefully chosen, precise, and elegant. She never raises her voice. Her smile, easy, generous, lets him know she is pleased to be there with him, but she never lets him fall upon his righteous banter. That Baptist preacher meets Renaissance man of the world that he has so uniquely perfected. Finally, she lets him know that she would appreciate some of the kindness that women of her generation were taught to turn on for men, not out of duplicity, but out of tenderness, affection, and care. Y'all, this lady, oh my God. Because I love you, I get the least of you. I get the very minimum. Fake it with me. Is that too much for the Black woman to ask of the Black man? In one 5-minute exchange, Giovanni has brought to the fore questions of race, the constrictions of mid-century gender roles, and gently but powerfully asks, who might we be outside of the hard histories we've been handed? And what was that combination? It was that combination of questions, a constant interrogation of heritage, inheritance, and dreaming as planning, to use the Gloria Steinman phrase that gave Nikki Giovanni's work the kind of firepower that burned so brightly for more than 60 years, right up to her death on Monday at the age of 81. Change is a through line in her work. In Cotton Candy on a Rainy Day, she wrote, "We are consumed by people who sing the same old song, stay as sweet as you are, in my corner, or perhaps just a little bit longer. But whatever you do, don't change, baby. Baby, don't change. Something needs to change." Her work, like her worldview, was never static. She changed, and in the process encouraged her readers to embrace the evolution of ideas and of self. She was curious about the past. She wrote lovingly of, okay, we're not going to get into like this whole thing. Long after Black is Beautiful stopped being a popular slogan, Giovanni found new ways to sing songs of self-empowerment. Her poem, Ego Tripping, is a powerful example of why so many see her as bridging Motown and the hip-hop era. In the poem, she is braggadocious with words that one wouldn't be surprised to find in a song by Kendrick Lamar and Missy Elliott. She playfully explains to her readers that she is as swift as a gazelle, as divine as a goddess, that her strength flows ever on, and that she was so hip, even my errors are correct. Yo! At least you get it twisted. She reminds you, I am bad and I am a beautiful woman. I love her. I am so freaking obsessed. Oh my God. I can't. Love her. Vanessa Wicked, thank you so much for being here. Remy is an ungrateful mess. I mean, what she need to be grateful for? Honestly, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here in the live. Dang, see, peace out, Nikki. Can't troll. Have work tomorrow. I know you're doing this on purpose. Let's get into which one is it? Okay, let's get into a little video.
Since Martin Luther King, since 54. I think the only thing that's really changed is the black woman. And what she
No,
said
I don't think
is
she's changed. I think she's become more visible.
I think she's changed. Because there was a time, let's say my mother, my aunts and things like that, they would say, okay, if that's the way you establish your manhood, I'm going to go for it. And my generation says, hey, no good.
Okay.
You must establish a new base.
I'll agree with that.
And we are, as a group, demanding that a new base be established.
Yeah, but be careful as a woman of what you demand of a man.
I demand that he be a man.
Yeah, but you can't
because
say,
the provision part.
Yeah, but you can't say you demand it. You have to suggest it.
Well, that's your ego that says that. No, I demand it. Now you deal with that.
All right. Oh.
When I tell you that is my damn whole personality persona, I love this woman. When James Baldwin says, oh, you have to be careful as a woman. You can suggest, but don't say you demand. And Nikki's like, no, I demand it. Now you do with that what you will. Like, baby, if that's not who I am from the day I was born, I demand it. Now you do with that what you, baby. When I say I love this, oh my God, when I say I love this lady, when I tell you I love this lady, when I tell you I love this lady, yo, love her.
Okay, I'll even go with that.
I demand that you be a man, and I don't think that that's asking too much. Because if I wanted a provision, I would get a camper. You know what I mean? I would get a camper that provides things. You know what I mean? You get an army surplus kit that provides things. I need a man. And black men have always been offered to provisions. People are either going to eat or starve to death. The men of Vietnam, the people were starving and they were still the men. Had to be that way. Through that horrendous kind of war. But it had to be that way because sometimes you're not able to feed your family. Sometimes you are not able to clothe your family. Do you then also deprive them of your manhood and of the input?
I feel like, do we understand like how progressive what Nikki is saying was at the time she was saying it? Like, it's like, I feel like it's so funny to me when some men say that they're like against feminism, which black feminism and not feminism. I'm so like shaking, like I love this lady. When some men are against like feminists and black feminist theory is very different from like, but it's funny to me, and like what she's saying is so progressive at the time because true like bell hooks, Nikki Giovanni, like true like black feminists, like it's for men. Like it's she's telling you that patriarchy hurts men. Like the fact that based on patriarchy and based on gender roles, like your role as a man is to provide, but she's saying like as a black man, like you can't always fit that. You can't always throughout history be in a position to be that provider, but she's saying you're more than that. Like you're a full-bodied person. You're not, that's what she's like. If I just want a provision, I could just go, like you're a full human, a full person. I love this woman so much. I love her. I love her whole, baby. I love everything about her. But I do want to get into a part of the conversation that I think a lot of people misconstrue. Of course, the famous clip that's always floating around when she's telling him, lie to me, what do I care about the truth?
I know that works in the world is a relationship.
Yes, all right.
Okay, that's all that's going to work. It takes two people to have a relationship.
Yeah, but the relationship.
If you don't have a dream, fake it.
But the relationship, you can't fake a dream.
You got to fake it, because we don't have dreams these days. How the hell can you have a dream? For what?
Well, it isn't.
So everybody's jiving, but let's jive on that level.
If I love you, I can't lie to you.
Of course you can lie to me, and you will. If you love me and you're going off with Maddie someplace, you're lying to me. Because what the hell do I care about the truth? I care if you're there. What Billie Holiday say, hush now, don't explain.
All right, I accept that.
Of course
All right,
you'll lie to me, because I don't even want to care. What does the truth matter? And why are you going to be truthful with me when you lie to everybody else? You lied when you smiled at that cracker down the job, right? Lie to me, smile. Treat me the same way you would treat him.
I can't treat you the way I
must.
treat him.
You must. Because I've caught the frowns and the anger. He's happy with you. Of course he doesn't know you're unhappy. You grin at him all day long. You come home and I catch hell. Because I love you, I get least of you.
Oh my God. Oh, I love everything she's saying. Oh, because I love you, I get the least of you. I feel like this reminds me of, it's so twisted, but when I was younger, my idea of like what this later.
This is a reminder. Take your Zyrtec.
That dang alert. I don't know if y'all can hear Lexa talking to me, but it reminds me of when I was younger. My like idea, like we all have our. I always say people get into relationships without ever establishing what love is to them, like how, etc. But my idea of love when I was younger was you treat people absolutely horrendous. You treat them terribly. You give them the absolute worst parts of yourself, and if they stick around, it means they love you. That's so twisted. Like, that's so twisted. But I remember having a conversation with my mother around that time, and the number one person that call hell for me was my mama. That was horrendous. But that's what I thought love was. Like and I remember, I can't remember what she said verbatim, but I remember us having a conversation, and she was saying how the people that we're closest to are the ones that we take everything out on. Like, you go out into the world and you can't really lash out at everybody, like how she just said, down on the job. You need your job. You can't really go off on your boss. So you come home, and the people that you love the most, the people closest to you, those are the ones that catch hell. And I love what she's saying about, I'm the one that loves you. So give me some of that you go out into the world and smile and do the nicest. It's like, can I get the nice, soft, like, do I always have to catch hell? Do I always have to get the worst of you because I love you and I'm going to be here? Oh my God. I love her so much. I love her so much, but I feel like people take that and they're like, she's saying she want men, y'all women want men to lie to. I'm like, y'all aren't, first of all, our brains are fried. I'm like, I feel like people take that conversation, part of that conversation of what she's saying, and just don't really take the time to kind of think critically and kind of dig into what she's saying. And it really honestly reminds me of the way that most women are raised and conditioned. It reminds me of when you're fucking walking down the street and random men will be like, smile. It's like women are kind of pretty much raised and socialized to be pleasant. Even if you're faking the pleasantness. And I feel like she's kind of saying, like, can you give me that pleasantness that women are kind of bred to have to get? I just feel like there's so much in what she's saying that I feel like people don't even really pay attention to, focus on, understand. They just like, because I saw one, because the video was always going around, but obviously since she just passed, it was going around. And I saw some guy in the comments going, now she said, y'all women, want us to lie. Now when I lie to, I'm sitting here like, go away. The ones that are closest are the ones who are loyal to one another. And I feel like the ones who are closest to us and loyal to us, I feel like we operate as if they owe us their loyalty or their love, or they owe us like being our dumpster for us to just unload on. I think that's a pretty twisted way of looking at things. Like I said, that's how I used to, but I think that's how that's how we do. Earth is beautiful on the surface. Strangers don't get deep with you. And I feel like I'm the type of person, that's why I don't like small talk. I don't like surface level conversations. Like, I mean, I like to like when I be in conversing with people, like, babe, I'm finna go deep into your childhood, how you was raised, like I'm finna really have like conversation. I'm not like a surface level conversationalist. I don't know. I don't enjoy that. If only the majority of social media focus on this level of thought and striving for self-awareness. That's why I say, I don't know how y'all do it. Because I can't do the social media stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't be in the far, I don't be on them parts of the internet. That craziness that I was reading yesterday, because I was trying to find out what y'all was saying about the guy. I don't be in, that literally made me feel like I had brain cells dying. Like, obviously, there's like fun mess, fun celebrity gossip, fun like people bickering, but then there's other types of like, it literally just makes me feel dumber. Like I can't go into those reaches of the internet. Like I can't do it. That conversation was nice, but I never understood why two gay people with white spouses were chatting about what happens in heterosexual Black homes. James Baldwin was gay because why I feel like some stuff I come across, he'd be a little homophobic. Where'd that come from? Now, I don't know the timeline of things, so I don't know if Nikki Giovanni was gay when she had this conversation. I do know she's been married to a woman for ages, but she does have a child that she had when she was like 25. Oh my God, there's something that Nikki Giovanni said about having kids that I freaking love, and is why I'm like rolling back women's rights and wanting to ban abortion. She said, I had a child because I could afford to, I wanted to, didn't get married because I didn't have to, I could afford not to get married. And I'm just like, that's all the things that I just feel like people just don't. But that conversation was nice, but I never understood why two gay people with white spouses were chatting about what happens in heterosexual Black homes. Well, they were raised in heterosexual Black homes, so I think they're in a position to talk about heterosexual Black homes. And both had been in like, I don't understand why they wouldn't be talking about what happens in heterosexual Black homes. The white spouse thing, I really could care less, typically, but I did hear something from my favorite YouTuber years ago that I thought was really, really interesting, and I never thought about that way. She said, who you partner with, who you choose to be in romantic relationship is political. And I swear I have kind of looked at who people partner very differently since she said, because I literally never really gave a damn. I just like, whatever the hell. Like, I don't know. It's nothing I ever really batted my eye at when people are in interracial relationships. But when she said who you choose to partner with and be in a relationship with is political, I don't know. That just really made me like, wait, But I will also say every situation is different, but I also feel like we don't look at the nuance of situations. Like, I hate when people say, oh, switch the gender and it would be this. There's more nuance to something than just, oh, switch something. And I feel like let me figure out how I'm gonna say this. I feel like there are certain when there are interracial couples, right? I feel like there are certain sector of people in interracial relationships, i.e., black person and white person together in an interracial relationship, where a black guy in an interracial relationship with a white woman is very different from a black woman in an interracial relationship with a white guy. And in this sector, I'm saying, I don't want to say who the person is, but there's a black woman who's married to a white guy, and she gets a lot of ridicule about her looks. She's dark skinned, she has big lips, she doesn't have what's deemed traditionally like feminine features. Like, she doesn't fit the traditional beauty standard, so she gets a lot of ridicule and so I feel like that's an example of going where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Now, then on the flip side, there's a certain sector of, when you see people in interracial relationship, there's a certain sector of them who it's kind of like Jaleel White. Remember we were talking about Jaleel White the other day, and everything he was saying, I was like, you sound like the grown bitter man who's like, the black girl in 3rd grade paid me dust and said I wasn't cool because I like Dragon Ball Z. Then you have that sector who actively, I be wanting to watch what I'm saying. I don't want to say all kind of stuff. Look, y'all know there's a certain sector of black men who feel like there's a certain beauty standard that they prefer. Light skin, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, I feel like I don't care in general when people are in interracial relationships, but there is certain nuance to it, and there is a certain subsector. Now, some people just genuinely come across somebody, fall in love with them, and they just happen to be another race. But yeah, let's get off that subject. Let's move on. But James Baldwin was with a white woman. I really don't know who the hell that man was with. Like, I'm being honest, I really don't. I was wondering the same thing. What does Remy have to be grateful for? I'm very yeah. I'm like, what's she supposed to be grateful for again? I'm confused. But we're gonna get into that. She was a huge inspiration. Her death made me so sad, but the mess today helped cheer me back up. Yes, huge inspiration. Love her, love her, love her. Equalizer, thank you so much for being here in the live. Hey, y'all, I'm on no one's side, by the way, from the poll. Marriage is a contract, a business contract. You know what? As a person who doesn't want to get married, you literally could not pay me to, like, I actively, like, I halfway feel like I feel so strongly about not getting married. It's like it's against my religion. Like, that's how strongly I feel about never wanting to get married. I don't feel that strongly about not, like, I don't want to have kids, but I don't feel actively, like, strong about, like, there are certain conditions where I'm like, I would be happy if I woke up at 100 years old and never had kids. But I always say, if there was someone around me who, for some reason, the parents they were born to weren't parents and they need, like, I would, like, adopt, like, I would step up for a child. But marriage, I actively feel like that's against my religion. Like, I just 100% just like, but as someone who doesn't want to get married, it's so funny to me when people say stuff like marriage is just a piece of paper. I really feel like that's such a like asinine argument. Your diploma is just a piece of paper. Like, it's a lot of stuff you can say. Oh, it's just no, it's obviously not just a piece of paper, but the whole marriage is a contract, a business contract. I think marriage is whatever you want your marriage to be. That's what I think. I think it isn't one size fits all. Whatever the two people getting married want their marriage to be, that's what the marriage is. They were raised in heterosexual homes, but obviously something changed in their personal lives. I don't understand what that means. What? The closest people to me turned out to be the most disloyal. Took me a while, but I figured out why. Last I heard, she cheated and they were separated or divorcing. I'm guessing that's in reference to Remy Ma and Papoose. I've distanced myself from any and every celebrity gossip and headline, so I have no idea what's going on. Danny, look, I'm typically not. Now, back in the day, in like my 20s, oh, I was the celebrity gossip queen. Like, I was obsessed. You hear me? Obsessed. But it's so funny. This day and age, I really could care less. Typically, if I find out about celebrity gossip, it's because someone says to me, hey, did you hear about XYZ? Or it's because I just so happen to come across something when I'm online. But like I said, y'all messed up my algorithm when I looked up that craziness, because this Papoose and Remy stuff popped up and I was like, but I went down the rabbit hole. I was intrigued. I was entertained. I enjoyed the Remy Ma and Papoose mess 100%. But we're going to get into everything with that. Yeah, I don't care that they were gay, but maybe that's not how they were identifying at the moment in time. I don't know, because I wasn't even alive. Yeah, and it's a lot. Honestly, I didn't know Nikki Giovanni was married, and I didn't know she was married to a woman till she passed. Like, I don't know about these people's personal life. Like, I truly, like, when you made that comment, I was like, James Baldwin was with a white woman? I have no idea. With you, there before my time. And I'll be honest, I really don't know much about James Baldwin. Now, I know Nikki Giovanni per her work, but I really don't know much about her personal life. Like I said, until I didn't know she was married to a woman till she passed. Like, I truly didn't. Like, I had no idea. I know she had a son, but I did not know she was married to a woman till she passed away. I had no idea. I used to be obsessed with that deplorable man, Perez Hilton, when I was younger. Oh, James Baldwin was with white men. Babe, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that in the slightest. But shout out to that man. Marriage is the ultimate business contract, or was. Two people agreed to build a life and family together to keep the bloodlines going. Marriage was beautiful. Now divorce for silly. Baby, when was marriage beautiful? This reminds me of Make America Great Again. When was it beautiful? When was marriage beautiful? When women had no economic options and had to just stay with the man because he had everything? When was marriage beautiful? Is it when fathers would arrange marriages for their daughters for the financial progression and security of the family? When was marriage beautiful exactly? Don't let me go down the pipeline of all the reasons why I'm against marriage. Baby, when was marriage beautiful? Divorce for silly or stupid reasons. I don't think there is a such thing as divorcing for a silly or stupid reason. If you want to get a divorce, get a divorce. Like I don't think there's a stupid or silly reason. If you want to get a divorce, get a divorce. If you no longer want to be married, I don't care what the reason. I don't care if that woman walked in with red lipstick and you ain't like it, so now you want to get a divorce. Get a divorce. Like, I don't care if that man cut his beard off and now you don't like it and you want to get a divorce. Get a divorce. Like, I don't look. This is more of my bad advice. I don't have time. Now, I plan on living till I'm like 200 years old. I know we're going to have the technology soon, but I need to cherish every day of my life, and I refuse to spend even a millisecond in something that I am unhappy in or that isn't serving me. Baby, you ain't got to stay in no marriage. It is so funny to me when people like, marriage is forever. Well, actually, there's something called divorce. Marriage is as long as the two people choose to be in that marriage. If you don't choose to be in a marriage no more, then baby, leave. I don't think there's a such thing as silly or stupid reason. And I feel like a lot of, obviously, people have different situations. Like, I don't know what kind of relationship your grandparents had, but I feel like this generation tends to romanticize marriages from back in the day. Marriages back in the day, women had no options. And the whole, your grandparents stuck it out and stayed together through anything. Well, if that's the life y'all want to live, baby, live your life. As for me, I'm not sticking it out through anything. I'm not going to be fucking miserable just to say I stuck it out. No, I'm not going to be miserable. I'm not going to be unhappy. I'm not going to be miserable. I'm not going to rough it out, tough it out, ride or die, stand by you through it. Baby, I'm trying to age well and not have wrinkles and not have a heart attack and not put myself in early grave. Like, I'm trying to live free and happy. Obviously, any interpersonal relationship is going to come with ups and downs, but y'all be acting like y'all want niggas to just suffer through anything. No, I'm not. There is no such thing as love being unconditional. Love absolutely has conditions, and love absolutely should have conditions. I'm not loving you unconditionally through any and every solitary. No, I'm not. This just me. This just Nikki's bad advice. I am not going to live a miserable life. I have seen people, personally known people in marriages for 40, 50 years. And it's just like how people be looking at celebrities like, oh, that's relationship goals. And I know people around be like, oh my God, y'all been married for 40 years, but baby, you don't know the bullshit they done went through. And for them, they chose and wanted to stay with each other through that bullshit and be married for 40 years. More power to you. But as for me, I'd be damned if I am keeping myself stuck in an unhappy marriage just to say we toughed it out and we didn't give up. Fuck that shit. Give up. I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up. Baby, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And I'm not sticking it out through anything. I'm not. My love acts is not unconditional. There are absolute conditions. No. No. But see, I don't want to get married. Y'all live that life. Y'all live that life. Y'all go create that hell. That ain't for me. I'm not sticking through anything. And I feel like like I said, get married against my religion. But if I did want to get married, I have a great aunt who got married like 5-6 times. And she would always say, I'm gonna get married till I do it right. I would honestly be like her. Like, I just keep getting married because, baby, when I'm ready to go, baby, sign on that line. I'm finna divorce you. Bye. That would absolutely be me. Like, when people be ridiculing like J-Lo because she get married, get divorced, I don't see no problem with it. Do what you want to do. You want to get married, get married. You want to get divorced. Like, I don't understand why people ridicule that. Child, I'm finna move through this world the way I want to move through the world. But like I said, marriage is against my religion. Marriage is against my religion. Like, I can't. And it's so funny to me because on one hand, y'all always, when I say y'all, I just mean, you know, the collective discourse, talk about how y'all give up on marriage too easy. Marriage ain't like it was back in the day. People toughed it out. But then y'all get mad at Will and Jada and say Will need to leave Jada. But don't Will and Jada literally have the marriage that y'all be swearing people don't have these days? Will and Jada have actively said that there is no reason they will ever get divorced. Will Smith has actively said he does not ever want to get divorced. They riding through any and every single solitary thing. They got their little joke that they say, bad marriage for life, ride or die. However they said it. It was some twist on what they say in Bad Boys movies. Will and Jada should be y'all relationship goals because y'all literally always talk about y'all divorce too easy. Y'all don't know how to stick it out. Well, baby, Will and Jada doing exactly what y'all saying we don't know how to do no more. They're literally doing exactly what y'all said we don't know how to do. Didn't y'all say y'all want people to stick it out, stay together through anything? That's what Will and Jada are doing. That's literally what Will and Jada are doing. Nikki, your aunt married how many times? Hope she realizes she might be the problem. I don't think there is a such thing. I think people should do what they want to do. Yep, she kept getting married and she said, I'm going to do it till I get it right. And I actually love and respect that ideology. Like, when people say, like, I've had people say, I'm only getting married one time. And like, if something happened and it don't work out, I'll never do it again. I'm not letting nobody take my happy ending. I agree with my aunt. You're not taking my happy ending. If I want a certain thing, if you want your fairy tale and it don't work with one person, well, I'm going to keep going till I find it. I absolutely agree. I got a homegirl who she's been in her relationship for years. They're massively in love. And she had really horrible relationships before this person. And she was saying, if it doesn't work out with this person, she's just done with relationships forever. I think that is such a sad mindset. I would never let somebody take my happy ending. You're never going to turn my heart cold or none of that stuff. Icebox where your heart used to be. You're never going to take my hope. You're never going to take my happy ending. I don't care how horrendous the person treats me. No, I agree with my aunt. Keep doing it till you get it right. Keep doing it till you get it right. But I don't have like a fear of failure. Like when people get divorced and they look at it as like a failure, I don't have that mindset. Keep doing it till you get it right. Like, keep doing it till you get what it is that you are looking to get. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. What Whoopi Goldberg said, I don't want somebody in my house. Marriage doesn't look appealing at all right now or ever. I absolutely agree. I don't want nobody in my house. I was just talking to somebody at a little Christmas thing, and this is her first time ever living by herself. And she's like, she should have did this years ago. She loves it. And she said she think it's messed up her relationship because she don't think she could ever live with nobody again. I'm like, babe, when I tell you, I don't understand it. I think living by yourself is the greatest thing in the world. I've lived by myself my entire adult life, minus like when I was early 20s. You know how you like move out and you got to move back in with your mama. And there were 2 times when I had a friend ask if she could come stay with me. Outside of that, I don't do the roommate thing. I've never lived with the boyfriend. I like living by myself. I'd rather struggle and be by myself because I'd rather have the peace, the freedom. Like, I just feel like living by myself is undefeated. Like, ain't nothing like it. It's nothing like it. But I personally feel like, because, you know, I got to be funny and jump off the cliff. When I say marriage is against my religion. I personally feel like marriage for me is like, look, this just me. This just for me. This just for me. I feel like marriage, and I feel very strongly about not being married, not having kids. I feel like there are obviously like societal things. If you're an unmarried woman, if you're a woman with no kids, cat lady, you're gonna die alone. I feel like it's truly like my FU to society. Like, I don't care about none of this stuff, stigmas that you put on women. Oh, you can't keep a man. And I want to be I want to be Tracy Ellis Ross. Like, I want to be just living fabulous, happy. No, I could literally fall in love tomorrow, like massively in love. And I don't want to get married because I don't want to go out into the world with a ring on my finger or as a married woman. Like, I just feel so strongly against the stigma of like unmarried women with no kid. I don't want to go. No. And like I said, I think marriage is whatever you make it, whatever you want it to be. But I really be halfway feeling like marriage is like anti-feminist. Like, I can't really go down this whole road, but yeah, not for me. But if somebody around me is getting married, I'm gonna be the happiest person there. I'll be the happiest person there because I support whatever people want to do with their lives. So I'm not like a down on marriage person. If I'm talking to people that want to get married, I'm just down on marriage when it comes to me. When it comes to me. And I actively will get upset. Like, I've had instances where someone is talking about how they want to get married, and then some Debbie Downer whose marriage failed comes in being negative. I don't like that. I hate that so much. Like, just because something didn't work for you, don't rain on somebody else's parade. Like, just because your marriage didn't work, so now you're sour and bitter about it, don't rain on it for other people. Like, that's so wrong. And I don't even want to get married, but that's wrong. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Did Will Smith have a man card to lose? I don't think he cares about what we think. I don't think he cares about what we think. I don't think he should care about what we think. But did Will Smith have a man card to lose? That type of stuff is so not only cringe to me, but so weird to me. Like with the Papoose stuff, I saw somebody comment, we got to get into the Papoose and Remy stuff, but somebody commented talking about Papoose was simping for years. Why are y'all so weird? Why are y'all so weird? Like, why is being in love with a woman or supporting a woman, why is that simping? Like, y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. Like, y'all are so, like, y'all are so weird. Y'all are so weird. Same, Darfelina. I need peace and quiet in my home. It is the craziest thing to me when I'm talking to somebody in a relationship and they're riding through the city not wanting to go home because they're going through it with their spouse. Look, I need my home to be a sanctuary. I don't want to be walking through my own home with tension or uncomfortable, or I don't even want to go home because you know you're finna get into it with whoever you. Oh God, yeah, oh God, it literally sounds like my worst nightmare. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like realistically, if I was, and we got to be in a relationship for years. If I was in a relationship with somebody, I was in love with the person, we could live next door, or we could kind of like build a house where, like, you know, those houses that have like the suite for like when your parents get older, like we could be in proximity, but I need to be able to lock the door and have like my own, I don't know, basement apartment. Like, I need something I need to be able to go to my retreat. Like, I can't be in one. I can't do it. I can't do it. One marriage is enough for me. People think marriage isn't like a job. What happens when an employee isn't acting right? They get terminated. Bullseye. And that's the thing as well. I feel like if we don't know anything else, I feel like we have to know ourselves. Like, know, like, 100% authentic, like the ugly, the bad. I know myself, okay? Was raised a spoiled only child. I am innately selfish. I'm innately going to think about how something affects me. And even if it's some real devastating happening to somebody, I'm be honest. In my head, I'm like, but me though. But me though. Like they could be over there. I'm talking about devastating to somebody else. And I would literally be like, but me. I remember me and my homegirl got into it. This was 100 years ago. She had just had a baby. Yada yada yada, something happened. And I literally was like, but me though. And she was like, my baby. Like that's that. Look, I'm not saying it's right, wrong, but I know myself. Good, bad, ugly. I could be an asshole. I could be a jerk. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want you in my face. I'm very picky. I'm very finicky. I'm hot. I'm cold. There's no in between. Like not temperature wise, but you know what I mean. I'll be hot, cold. It's no in between with me. I either love you or I hate you. I either want you in my face or I want you to jump off the bridge. Like I know myself. And I am absolutely, marriage is literal, like it's real work. Babe, I'm not doing that work. Like I can tell you right now, I'm not doing that work. I'm not doing that work. Marriage is work. Like, and it's the thing that's so crazy to me is I don't even want to get married, but I think about this stuff way more in depth than people around me that want to get married. Like people get married and they be complaining about certain stuff. And I'm like, baby, you didn't think about this? Like, how didn't you think about this? How didn't you? Obviously, I do think there are certain things that don't come up until you like live with someone. But it's like, baby, how could you not think about these things? Like when people are getting into it because like you want to live in Vegas and he want to live in Florida, baby, y'all didn't, what did y'all, hello? Like you're merging your life with someone. Do y'all not understand what that means? You're merging your life. It is no longer just about you. Like I can get up, go, move where I want to move, do what I want to do. I don't have to consider nobody. I don't want to consider nobody. I'm not good at considering nobody. I've never in my life had to consider somebody. I ain't got no kids. But that's marriage. I feel like my personal opinion, I think there is no such thing as compromise. Someone is going to lose, someone is going to win. Just my best verbiage for it. Like someone's going to get the shorter end of the stick. I think compromise is give and take who keeps getting the shorter end of the stick. Like sometimes you get the shorter end, sometimes they get the shorter end, but you have to not get what you want sometimes. That to me is the reality of relationship. I don't care how healthy the relationship. You're going to get somebody going to get the short end of the stick. Because there's no such thing as compromise in certain things. Like if you want to live in one place and they will live somewhere else, there's no compromise. You got to pick where you're going to live. If one person want to have a child, the other person don't. You can't have a half child. There's no way to compromise. If you have, like certain things, there's no compromise. It's give and take. It's some battles you're going to lose, some you're going to win sometimes. And I'm be honest, I'm not good at not getting what I want. I'm not very pleasant to be around if I don't get what I want. I'm not. I know the truth about myself, so I would never set some poor man up. I would never set some poor man up to have to deal with that. No, we do not need to intertwine bank accounts, households, credit. Like, no, like I'm not even finna set you up for failure like that, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. Oh, women should absolutely be concerned. Absolutely. No fault divorce means it's the man's fault and the man pays cash and property for it. I'm not sure that's the law. Let's look this up. Because when y'all just talk out of y'all ass, we got to call it out. Let's look this up. Let's look this up. What is no fault divorce? Trying to find something that's reputable. What is no fault divorce? No fault divorce allows couples to divorce without blame or fault. It's often the simplest path to divorce available in a state. Nowhere in there does it say this is the man's fault and the man pays cash and property for it. I have never been married, but I absolutely am familiar with no fault divorce, but I don't expect y'all to listen to me. I got to go look it up, okay? That's my personality. When people start just saying stuff, baby, we got to look it up. We got to go fact check this. But I can absolutely tell you from experience, women who are in abusive marriages, no fault divorce, if that isn't there, baby, that's going to be a crisis for a lot of people. That's going to literally be a crisis. But yeah, nowhere in the law is no fault divorce means it's the man's fault. It literally no fault. It's in the title. It's in the title. Baby, when I tell y'all, baby, y'all be... The American public shouldn't all be allowed to vote. Because y'all be out here just voting in elections and you don't even know what you're voting against or voting for. Like, you don't even know what this stuff means. Because I don't... Saying no fault divorce means it's the man. Baby, you gotta be trolling me. Like, that gotta be a joke. Like, I can't with y'all. I can't play these games with y'all. But like I said, I don't give a damn because I will never get married. I give a damn because I care about my fellow people in the world. I care about women. So that's why I give it. But baby, I don't even give a damn. Baby, I'm not getting married. I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm not getting married. That's y'all plight. Y'all the ones want to get married, baby. That's y'all plight. That ain't mine. This is just Nikki's bad advice. Man, woman, whatever. Go get your divorce, babes. Go get your divorce. Go do whatever the hell you want to do. But I'm not in it. I'm just here to offer bad advice. I have to. The two things that I always love to do, look up the definition of a word, because I just need whoever I'm speaking to, I need us to have clarity, right? Like, I need us to have a clarity. The two things I'm going to always do, look something up and look up the definition of a word. Like, I need us to understand what we're saying, what words were you, like, I'm going to always. I'm fact check myself. Like, I have had experiences where I be saying XYZ is something, and it's like, well, wait a minute, let me look this up. Oh, shoot, you know what? I was wrong. That's not what that is. We have to do that. Like, we literally have to fact check ourselves. Like, we can't just run around here getting high off propaganda and misinformation. Men still view themselves as sole earners, irrespective of the contributions of women in the marriage. Yeah. Saying stuff for a reason and experiences as many men have quite tragically found out. You know what? I have a guy that I know who was talking about how, I don't know who this person is because I don't keep up with sports, but apparently there's some sports person who, before he got married to this lady, put all his assets in his mother's name so that if she married him and then they divorced, she couldn't get nothing. Baby, just don't get married. Like, if it's that deep, if women are so vile and evil and we just marrying y'all to take all y'all shit, don't marry us. Like, it's so simple. I thought he was so weird for saying that. If you feel like you gotta move all your assets into your mama name before you marry this woman so she don't take your stuff, baby, don't. Y'all do know not marrying is an option, right? If y'all didn't know that, let me tell you, not marrying a woman is an option. It is a viable, baby, you don't have to get married. Like, you don't have to propose. And if she proposes, you don't have to accept it. Like, y'all do know you don't have to marry us women, right? Like, I don't know if y'all understand. Like, if it's so terrible, baby, don't marry us. Like, if we taking all these assets and money y'all got, don't marry us. Like, it's so simple. It's so simple. That's why I don't engage in the gender war stuff. It's so fucking stupid. Either date women or don't. Either marry women or don't. And for women too, either date men or don't. Either marry men or don't. Like, I don't understand why we do these things. Like, either do it or don't. Like, you don't have to marry nobody. You literally don't. Don't get married. Protect your assets, bro. Hold on to all the money you making. Don't get married then. Like, don't get married. It's very simple. It's very simple. That guy wanted all the perks that come with marriage, but didn't want his wife to have any. She is the one who should have been running for the hills. People think marriage changed people. If I was a cheater before the ring, I'm a... Now, baby, how we get to cheating? I thought y'all was worried about y'all assets. How we get to cheating? How we got on cheating? How we got on cheating, child? I don't know how we got to cheating. I really don't. But let's get into the Remy Ma and Papoose. TV, why you talking about cheating? That just threw me for a loop. Why is you talking about cheating? I took some screenshots, and I'm glad I did because Remy Ma done deleted the post. So we're going to get to some screenshots of all the craziness that was happening on social media. No, hold on. Let me talk amongst yourselves while I get these screenshots. Oh, about cheating. That's what. Oh, okay. Sorry, you was on topic. All right, TP, you talking about okay? Because I was like, baby, how we get to cheating? But you were okay. Yeah, you're right. I got no whatever saying. You know what? I was wrong. You right. You got it. It's so funny to me. I literally feel like my favorite thing to be is wrong. I absolutely love to be wrong because I rather learn. Like, I'm so happy to be wrong. The day that I'm not wrong and I know everything, it's really no point in me being on this earth anymore. Like, why am I here if I know everything? If I got it all figured out? I love to be wrong. I am so happy to be wrong in any case. I love to be set. I love a good debate. Oh my God, I love a good debate. But I love a debate where it's like, oh dang, I just got schooled. I was wrong. You know what? I didn't have that right. Oh Lord, I love to be wrong. Okay, let's get into some of these screenshots. And some of it is screenshotting what Remy Ma and Papoose was posting, and some of it is screenshotting some of y'all crazy people comments and stuff that I just was tickled by. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Oh, you know what? This ain't, baby, this Conor McGregor. Because this ain't even it. Hold on. Players mess up too. Players mess up too. I always say I don't care about no sport except MMA. Okay. So that was some Conor McGregor stuff that I was looking at earlier. Because if you didn't know, he had a historic knockout on this day some years ago. So that ain't even the right image. Hold on. Players mess up too. Here we go. Let me move this so y'all can see. This Remy and Pap thing so messy, but let me tell you, I would not play with the girl that shot her friend over a stack. That's all I'm gonna say. I saw so many people talk about, baby, you box. Remy shoot people. Allegedly. I don't know. Do I need to say allegedly? That tickled the life. That tickled the life out of me. Okay, let's get to the next one. Oh well, Papoose shouldn't have stuck by Remy Ma when she was locked up. She don't owe him shit for holding her down. He made that choice on his own. Now, what y'all say Remy supposed to be grateful for again? That's a grown man. He made his choice. He made his choice. I'm so tickled. I'm so tickled. Remy and Pat breakup is still crazy to me. That's why I could never be a simp, my nigga. Y'all trip me out. How are you? See, that's the thing that's so funny to me. Relationships end. Like, I don't understand why it's so embarrassing, bad. You a simp. You lose your man card and all this other ridiculousness y'all be talking about. If we're talking about heterosexual relationships, what's wrong with the fact that you love this woman and you stood by this woman and you supported this woman? Like, why does that make you a simp? Like, y'all so weird. Y'all so weird. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Our brains need to be rewired. Because why are you a simp just because you was in love with the woman? I don't understand it. Okay, I see somebody in the comments saying what happened. Let me get to their to the actual situation. I'm just sitting here giggling, but I guess I should explain what the situation is before I continue cackling about this. Let's get into the actual Remy Ma and Papoose screenshots and the whole actual story and situation of everything going on with Remy Ma and her husband, Papoose. This is a screenshot of Papoose's story that he posted on Instagram. Sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing the victim. I have requested a divorce numerous times. She rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby. She has to go to school. As you can see, I remain quiet through this all. Well, you're not quiet right now, sir. You're personal on social media, but okay, whatever. Remy Ma, like 4 a.m. this morning, posted on social media about Papoose cheating with the boxer lady, the lady that's a boxer. I cannot think of her name. Papoose reportedly, allegedly fell asleep on the phone with old girl. And Remy Ma was 100 degrees hot, went to social media. And it's so funny to me when I see comments like, keep your business off social media. Baby, that's their business. They can put it wherever they want to put it. Like, I am not that person who tells people to keep their business off social media. I can't tell you where to put your business. If you want to put your business on social media, then baby, you go right on ahead. You go right on ahead. But her calling out Papoose's cheating and she also alleged that he was like responsible for like had a hand in her getting arrested. So that's why he was all, also why he was upset as well. And they just went to keep airing each other out on social media. This is the lady, the boxer that he cheated with. This is Remy Ma. This lady, y'all, what's this lady name, Chad? Claire's. Baby, what is this? And that sorry ass publicity team been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift for too long. I begged Papoose to put out something to stop the narrative, and he kept telling me, just stay quiet. That's the best thing to do. Well, I'm tired. Oh, and he said he would never fuck your cuz. I guess that's supposed to be you. Cuz you ugly, but don't worry. I saw everything now. The world gonna see it since you so tough. Boo. I don't think a woman being ugly to ever stop the man from having sex with her. So I don't know what we're doing. But this was all in her kind of going off about both of them cheating, because apparently the boxer lady and Remy Ma was also acquainted. That also is part of Remy Ma being upset about what's going on with the both of them. And she also, I don't know if I was able to screenshot it before she deleted it. She also posted like text messages of old girl from like a few years ago that he's hooking up with, asking her for like advice and all kind of stuff. Like they had some kind of relationship between the two girls, Now, I want to read this caption before I read the screenshots of the text that Remy Ma posted. This is her talking to the boxer lady. Hey, Miss Shields, I am a one boyfriend woman, the same way I was a one husband woman, and I'm a good woman at that. Hence why MFs won't just go, oh, and he's never gonna, but you anything. Wait, what is this? Oh, he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks he's the prize. He's a taker, not a giver. Plus, I'm the one with the bag. Please stop playing with me because I'm not the enemy you want. I am not even mad. Actually, I'm very happy. Okay. You seem very mad. And that's why your boyfriend is mad. Oh, and I know you said you feel stupid, but you look stupid too. He never knocked nobody out. That was a lie. Now, that was a part of what Papoose was saying when he came out about this. Apparently, allegedly, that Remy Ma was hooking up with, him and Papoose got into something, and Papoose is saying he knocked her nigga out. So that's that last line about the hashtag he never knocked nobody out, because Papoose was saying he knocked old boy out. And Remy Ma is saying that was a lie. You never knocked my dude out. Baby, this is such mess. This is such mess. This is mess. But y'all go ahead and keep getting married and entertaining me. Y'all go ahead and keep getting married, okay? Y'all go ahead. It's a good time. It's a good time. Hilarious. Somebody is spiraling in his chat. That's crazy. Everybody can have their own opinion. And somebody said that somebody was deleting comments yesterday, like the mods. Everybody can have their own opinion. Just don't be disrespectful. Don't be crazy. Mods, delete anything that's obviously inappropriate. But if people just want to show they colors, and they let them do that. Let everybody can have their opinion. That's perfectly fine. Just be respectful. That's perfectly fine. So I don't know who crashing out in the comments. But crash out. Crash out. Go ahead. If it's feeling real personal to you, if the light-skinned girl in 4th grade paid you dust, go ahead, crash out. Let me get to let me see. Let's get to you know what? Let me check the comments before I get to this. So I can laugh at whoever crashing out. Remy and Pap are done with each other and thus are not ready to divorce. Smith is not a simp. He is a reasonably secure man who stood up in public at great personal risk. Too many people put their private business on social media. Okay, put it there. If that's where you want your personal business, put it there. I don't understand the whole telling people to keep their business off social media. I'm not telling nobody where to put their business. You can put it on a fucking billboard for all I care. If you want to get on social media, if you want to get on Beyonce's YouTube, you want to get on Beyonce's internet and tell the whole world all your interworkings and all your personal business and your man cheating and all this is happening, and you go ahead, do that. That's your God-given free will. Use it. Use it. Go ahead. Literally, put your business wherever the hell you want to put it. If you want to pull out a six-page ad in a newspaper, do we still have newspapers? Wherever you want to put your business, baby, put it there. Literally put it there. If people want to put their personal business on the internet, that's their business. It is their business to put wherever the hell they want to put it. Will Smith is a simp. What his wife did, how his children do and act. Smith's house may be normal in present Hollywood, not the rest of the country. Well, you should be fine, Equalizer. You ain't in that house. Them ain't your kids. Will Smith's house is what he wanted to be. His kids are what he... She bold too, taking Christmas pics with the side piece, all cuddled up, cuddled up under the mistletoe. She should have been grateful for the loyalty, but he should have known that she is only loyal to Fat Joe. She should have been grateful for the loyalty. No, she shouldn't have. Why she gotta be grateful for his loyalty? Why is she supposed to be grateful? Did she put a gun to that man's head? Did she force him to do anything? He made his choices of what he wanted to do in his relationship. He was in love with a woman. She went to jail. He married her of his own free will and volition, decided to stay with her while she was in jail. Those were all his decisions. I don't understand this mindset that she gotta be grateful for his loyalty. She don't have to be grateful for nothing. She don't have to do nothing but stay black and die. Like, you don't have to be grateful for someone's loyalty. And what does being grateful for someone's loyalty have to do with cheating or hooking up with somebody else or no longer wanting to be with them? Like, I feel like that's two completely different things. Okay, you was deaf me while I was in jail, but now I want to screw somebody else. One ain't got nothing to do with the other. One ain't got nothing to do with the other. There is nothing I have to be grateful for that a man I'm in a relationship does for me. Like, I don't have to be grateful. Either do it or either do something for someone or don't. But no one owes you gratitude. Either do for them or don't. That is all your God-given free will. No one owes you gratitude. No one has to grovel at your feet and be like, thank you for doing this. Either do it for them or don't. That reminds me of, it was somebody that needed something done for them. So I did it. And a friend of mine was like, you know, they ain't finna use that money for, you know, they just use, that's not my concern. I'm either going to bless someone or I'm not. I'm either going to give you something or I'm not. I'm either going to be there for you or I'm not. What you do with that blessing, what you do with whatever I did, that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. If somebody asks me to borrow money with the guise of like, oh, my light's finna get cut off. Oh, I'm down and out. Can you give me some money? And I give them the money and they use it to like go party. That has nothing to do with me. That has absolutely nothing to do with me at all. I'm either going to give or I'm not. I'm either going to support you or I'm not. Now, what you do with that, what you do after that, I'm not concerning myself with that. I feel like this whole his man card and looking like a simp, I feel like people are so concerned with the optics. They're so concerned with looking stupid or looking like she used you or he you. I could care less. Like, other people's actions are not a reflection on me. If I'm in a relationship with a man and he go to jail, I would never. Baby, I would never. But as an example, using, you know, if I'm in a relationship with a man and he goes to jail for X amount of years and I say, you know what? I want to have love after lockup. I'm finna be with this man while he in jail, and I'm finna drive 6 hours in the snow to go visit him, and I'm gonna go get and I'm finna be there, and I love him, and we finna get married, and I'm standing by his side, and 10 years later he cheat on me. Baby, that's a reflection on him. That's not a reflection on me. I love that man, so I was there for him. Now, what he chooses to do, baby, that's what he chooses to do, and that's not a reflection on me. I don't internalize other people's actions. If you cheat on me, if you lie to me, if you deceive me, if you use me for something, that's a reflection on you. Those were your actions. Your actions are not a reflection on me. It's not embarrassing. You don't look stupid. You're not a simp because you loved somebody and so you cared for them and so you did for them. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing to be ashamed of. That's not losing your man card. You loved someone. So you were there for them. I don't understand that. And if I'm there for that man, then he cheats on me. There's nothing he owes me. I'm either going to be there for him or I'm not. But he doesn't owe me gratitude. And just because I was there for you in something doesn't mean you got to stay with me for the rest of your life and now you indebted to me and you, no. We have our God-given free will. Do with yours what you may. It's not a reflection on me. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I love the man. I was there for him. I supported him. I held him down. He cheated. He did whatever. That's on him. That's not on me. I'm not embarrassed. And if I'm a man and I'm Papoose and I hold you down and I marry you and you're in jail and I'm there for you and then you cheat on me, that's not a reflection on me. I'm not embarrassed. I wasn't a simp. I didn't lose my man card. I used my God-given free will. I loved the woman. I was there for her. I stuck by her. And that's just what it is. It isn't about the right to be wrong. It is about realizing and admitting wrong, which women never do. Let me go to my handy dandy. This is just what I like to do in real life when I am communicating with people. You just use the absolute. And you said never. Let's look up the word never. Never. At no time in the past or future, on no occasion, not ever. So, according to your comment, it is about realizing and admitting wrong, which women at no time in the past or future, on no occasion, not ever, not all, ever do. Okay. All right, so over the last hundreds of years of civilization, women have never admitted wrong. Okay. All right. And still don't. And still don't. Now, what's the next point? And still don't. Women, for the next 100,000s of years, don't admit no wrong. Now what? What's next? Because look, I ain't never wrong. Now what's next? What's next now? Remy and Pap ain't never leaving each other either. That poor girl need to go find a man of her own. One, she don't have to beg for flowers. And you know what, Darfelina, it's so funny you say that. Because, look, I've been privy to a lot of craziness. I have seen this play out in real life. Like the couple that's married and been together forever, and then they start crashing out on Facebook. y'all know the Facebook days. They start crashing out on Facebook, and she hooking up with somebody, and he hooking up. What tip? Oh, see, I'm getting a little too hype. Oops. Oops. What typically happens is she cheated. He forgave her. They supposed to work it out. Yada, yada, yada. Now he cheating. Now she mad because, hey, I thought we put my cheating in the past and we supposed to be moving on together. And then they take it to Facebook and start crashing out. And guess what happens? They be together. They still be together. Ain't got divorced yet. But I said I wasn't finna be talking about my friends on the internet no more. So you know what, Darfelina? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. And then the people that they be with, Like they ain't legally, they still legally married, but they be like, we ain't together, and then they be with the new people. Them new people just get hurt in the end because the married couple go back to each other. So Darfelina, I would not even be surprised. I would not even be surprised. I ain't never seen cheating in a marriage. But maybe you've seen that. I ain't never seen cheating end a marriage. I ain't never seen cheating end a marriage. They be staying on both sides. They be staying. I ain't never seen cheating end a marriage. But maybe you have. I have. Bless you. I ain't never seen cheating end a marriage. Remy and Pap is all about cheating. Look. Get it how you live. Get it how you live. If they never have no reason, don't have no reason to start today. No, don't start today. Don't start today, tomorrow, never, not never at all. Never, not ever at all. What is the point of being in any relationship if there's no grace? Find someone else to put money on your... Not... Look, I ain't getting married. I ain't giving a nigga no grace. I'm not giving nobody no grace. You got this much room for grace. But I don't need nothing on my commissary. Nikki, one can be very wealthy or dirt poor. One's name is everything. Okay. I don't know what we're talking about. I remember, I think I said this in one of our lives this week when somebody said something about a hit dog will holler. And the one thing, y'all know, I'm who I am as a person. Like I said, I'm never 100% serious. Nothing is, it really takes a lot for me to truly be like real, like mad, upset, like really. The one thing, like y'all know on Friday when Craig was like, you run up and down the street all day playing. That's me. Like, that's me. The one thing. But, okay, well, no. 3 things. My mama, my dog. But outside of those 2 things, the one thing that I will for real, like, just turn into a different person, don't play with my character. Like don't play with I could care less about anything people say about me. Like, I truly just, like, I truly don't care. But I am very sensitive when it comes to my character. And I remember growing up, my mother used to always say that's the, I can't remember what she said verbatim, but like, that's your true wealth is your character. Like, how you treat people is your true, like, your wealth. The look, don't play about my character. Like don't play with me when it comes. Like, yeah. I don't. Yeah, don't play with me about. And the type of person I am, I tell you, like, yeah, I did that shit. Yeah, I did. So don't add lies, because I'll be honest. I feel like I'm a private person, but at the same time, I'm an open book. Like, I will be like, you know what? Am I proud of it? Maybe not, but I'm be like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I cheated on that nigga. Yeah, I went around that. Like, I'm just gonna say what the hell it is I did. Like, you don't have, there's no need for you to lie and be saying I did. Like, don't with my character. Like don't. But then it also, it's varying degrees of that. Like, if somebody get on the internet and say I did something, depending on what it is, I'm probably just not gonna give a damn, because I feel like the people who know me know me. So you can say I did anything under the sun, the people who know me know me. Like, I'm not really concerned with a perception by people who don't know me. So it's like kind of two parts to it. Like, if it's my interpersonal, then I feel very strongly and I'm gonna defend my character. But if it's like I break up with somebody and they crash out on the internet, I don't care about what the internet, like I don't care about public perception. You can say whatever the hell you want to say I did. Like, I literally just, like, I'm so, and I've experienced people going on. Obviously, I'm not a celebrity, so, you know, it's not the world. It's just my group. But I've had people go on social media and say I did or said some stuff I didn't do. I never addressed it, never responded. Because you can say I did whatever the hell you want to say I did. Okay. Right. Yeah, the grateful stuff bewilders me. You gotta be grateful for a damn thing when it's grown adults who are making their own decisions. Jokes aside, marriage doesn't fix childhood traumas, mental illnesses, and social peer pressure. Expecting a spouse to be your psychiatrist, preacher, and parent never works out. I've been through it. I completely agree. But I think that's how we operate in general, right? Like, I feel like I had this conversation with somebody before. I feel like sometimes there's even childhood traumas and stuff you don't even realize you have until you get into relationships with people. Like, it'll bring certain things out of you. And I think that's how a lot of us operate in general in any capacity, is we get into relationships expecting it. One thing that I hear people say a lot when they get married and have kids is, I want to create like the family I never had. Well, that's trying to use your relationship, your marriage, to heal childhood trauma. Like, I feel like it's like we do that. I want to give my kids what I never had. Childhood trauma. Like, I feel like we absolutely do that. Look, if I ain't nothing else, if I ain't nothing else, I'm honest. What you see is what you get. Like, if I ain't nothing else. To maintain your partnership, you have to become more empathetic. I absolutely agree. Y'all know, like I said, I be jumping off the edge. But yes, if you want to be in a healthy like partnership and you want to see it through long term, I think you absolutely have to extend grace and extend empathy. And everyone's threshold is different, right? So you extend it as far as you're comfortable extending it, or don't extend the chat. Like, do what you feel. Okay, let's go to Remy Ma was right. Papoose was put on a pedestal. Former Love and Hip Hop New York stars Remy Ma and Papoose were one of the franchise's favorite and most respected couples From 2015 to 2020, fans revered both Remy Ma and Papoose as the embodiment of Mary J. Blige and Method Man's 1995 cult hit, I'll Be There For You, You're All I Need to Get By. Initially, Remy Ma and Papoose were MCs respected for their lyrical prowess, even if they didn't command mainstream success. When media mogul Mona Scott tapped the couple to join her wildly popular Love and Hip Hop franchise, they were introduced to a national audience, and it changed both their careers. But rumors of their marriage being on the rocks have been underway for more than a year, and their current social media drama with the two hurling cheating accusations back and forth prove them being lauded as the golden couple was a facade. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when people was calling them the golden couple? And while neither party may be innocent in the demise of their union, Remy's accusations that her husband's complacency grew over the years and he relied on her loyalty due to her time served behind bars may allude to a bigger issue that's been ignored. Papoose was held to a high standard due to his ultimate sacrifice. And I always wonder, okay, we talking about his ultimate sacrifice. So when Remy Ma was in jail, Papoose wasn't hooking up with nobody. Like, I've always been like, what was the arrangement? Like, what are we saying when we say he held her down while she was in jail? He wasn't having no relationships, or was he having relationships but just keeping it on the down low to not, throw it all in her face? Remy Ma was praised for being one of few female rappers that relied heavily on her rhetorical skills instead of her sexuality, and Papoose had respect for his clever freestyles and mixtapes released on the streets of Bedford and Brooklyn, New York. Although Remy Ma became a much bigger star later in their careers with her contribution to Fat Joe's mega hit Lean Back, both were regarded as New York hip-hop royalty and experienced industry success. Remy Ma and Papoose's relationship became an urban legend after she attacked a friend who allegedly stole $5,000 from her. She was found guilty of assault, illegal weapon possession, and attempted coercion. The judge sentenced the filmsteed to a 15-year sentence, even though it was dramatically reduced after evidence was submitted proving she rifled through the victim's purse looking for the stolen money while the victim bled out in the car. The year after her conviction, Remy Ma and Papoose were married while she was in prison. The dramatic events surrounding their love story romanticized Remy Ma and Papoose's relationship to the point where it felt like an urban legend. Papoose was praised for standing by her side while she served her time, and she was heralded as one of the most authentic female rappers of her time. By the time Remy Ma was released from prison and the two joined Love and Hip Hop, their relationship was more legendary than either of their careers. Papoose was praised for remaining faithful to Remy Ma during her time locked up, but because there were never rumors of him cheating on her, Remy Ma admitted Papoose would trek to the prison every day until she told him to stop coming so frequently. Although Papoose was dedicated to being the picture of support during his wife's prison term, he left her older son in her mother's custody. Some fans speculated that his dedication was focused on the attention he received from being the ride or die spouse, more than the reality of holding down the family. The couple's dynamic shifted when Remy Ma was released and the couple joined Love and Hip Hop. Fat Joe's hip hop single Lean Back, which became one of the biggest hip hop records of 2004. So her debut on the reality series was highly anticipated. Eager to lean into reality fame, she quickly started the reality. Wait a minute. I feel like they're confusing stuff. Because I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, they keep talking about Lean Back. I was in high school. I think maybe they're talking about the song All the Way Up. See, this is what happened when white folk write the article. I think they're talking about the song All the Way Up, not the song Lean Back. That was not after Remy Ma got out of jail, before she got on Love and Hip Hop. I think they're talking about All the Way Up. Eager to lean into reality fame, she quickly started the reality star makeover and upgraded her wardrobe, and of course went under the plastic surgery. Remy Ma had plastic surgery? I didn't know nothing about that. We need to fact check that. I don't know if I can trust this white person that wrote this article. They ain't even got the song and the year right. Remy Ma's prison time caused her co-stars to revere her as a bully on the series as she leaned into the role. Towards the end of her stint on the franchise, the couple shared their fertility journey, reveling in the success of Remy becoming pregnant with the couple's only child. The happiness from the birth of their daughter was short-lived, and soon naysayers started pointing out obvious cracks in the urban romance. Jesus. Remy Ma's new look and second win in her career caused issues for the couple almost immediately. The unbalanced dynamic of Remy being one of the most talked about female rappers, while Papoose clung to his former street fame, started raising eyebrows. Fast forward to 2022, and rumors of Remy Ma being unfaithful became louder and louder via social media. Remy Ma was accused of cheating on Papoose with another battle rapper. The rapper released photos showing the two canoodling around a Christmas tree. The few Remy Ma and Papoose fans that were holding on to a resolution slowly gave up hope for reconciliation, but both rappers remained mostly silent about their breakup. You know what I find so interesting? I remember when all that stuff happened that came out about Remy cheating. I remember when everything came out about old boy cheating on Cardi B, and everybody was telling her, forgive him, give him another chance. Baby, why y'all ain't tell Papoose the same thing when it came out that Remy Ma cheated? Like, I remember, who was old boy from DJ Envy was telling Cardi B, give him another chance. When it all came out, he was cheating. One of them first times, because he done came out cheating a lot. Now, why when Remy cheated, y'all wasn't saying, Papoose, forgive her, give her another chance, like y'all was telling Cardi B about her guy. 2024 was the year for upsets, and Remy Ma and Papoose would not escape the year's scandalous headlines. In a shocking revelation, Remy Ma accused Papoose of playing a part in her arrest years ago. That's what I was saying he was like coming back at. Enraged by her accusations, Papoose defended himself on social media. I will never get anyone arrested. Once again, you are lying. That can be easily verified. You are the one who plays with the police. Lying about history that unfolded in front of the world is pathetic. Falsifying text messages that you claim are from over a decade ago just to create a false narrative and justify cheating is narcissistic behavior. First of all, we throw around the word narcissist to baby, everybody ain't a narcissist. Like, we gotta calm down. Remy Ma quickly clapped back, accusing her once loyal husband of physical abuse. Play with police at Papoose. So you forgot the pool never got finished being remodeled because you were attacking me in the garage and the workers called the cops to get you off me. I ain't edit-ish. Next is the audio and video. Keep effing lying. Kirk and Rashida are another failed relate. Baby, on what planet, on what alternate universe was Kirk and Rashida ever relationship go? Baby, you know white people writing the article. Oh, you know it's white people. You know what? I should have went to the Black Gossip because, baby, when was Kirk and Rashida ever relationship goes? Now I distinctly remember Pap and Remy Ma being called like the relationship go. Baby, when the hell was Kirk and Rashida relationship goals? I don't understand. No, she was absolutely in the song Lean Back with Fat Joe, but that's when I was in high school. The article is talking about after Remy Ma got out of jail, before she got on Love and Hip Hop, she had a hit song. It wasn't Lean Back. That's when I was in high school, baby. I'm 40 years old. I think the song that they were referring to, but they're white and they ain't got the hip hop facts right. I think they're talking about the song All the Way Up, because that was the hit song after Remy Ma got out of jail, before she got on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, she was on the song Lean Back, but that was back when I was in high school. Y'all gotta calm down about money. Yeah, $5,000 and you spent all that time in jail and has for $5,000. Babe, I'm just a polar black girl. But for $5,000, we lost years of our freedom. We had somebody bleeding out in the car for $5,000. Baby, that sounds like such small fries. And I'm just a poor little black girl. I'm just a regular old working class American person. But for $5,000, I am very much of the mind, and I ain't rich. I ain't got money like Remy Ma. Baby, money come, money go. You make money, you spend money, you look like it's never. It's never that deep. I will never forget letting a cousin borrow money. They said they was gonna pay me back, and I was upset. This was years ago. I was in like my early 20s. They said they were gonna pay me back. They didn't pay me back. I needed that money for something. And I remember my mother saying to me, you don't give people money that you need. Once you loan somebody money, it's just like it's gone. You gotta just move on. And she was absolutely correct. Like, it's not that deep. Like, I would never. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm not losing my freedom for money. No, like it's. I no, not at all, not at all. It's like your mother always being there for you, and all of a sudden you be like, I'm going to get a new mother. That's crazy. If I can't be there for you through it all, I'm not wasting your time. I feel like I feel like we tend to feel like people are under obligations and owe us, but they don't. I literally feel like I have the greatest mother in the world. Like, I am very lucky. My mother has been there for me beyond measure my entire life. Beyond measure. If my mama get old and needs somebody to take care of her, and I say, F you, lady, peace out, bye, I'm not obligated. No one is obligated. Nobody owes you. And especially, baby, the parenting example was a bad example. Your kids don't owe you. Your kids don't owe you anything. You chose to have those kids. Now, and would I leave my mama out like that? Hell no. I love my mama. I like my mother. I love my mother. I would not do that. However, I don't owe my mother anything. I'm not obligated to my mother. You chose to have me. They didn't take women's rights at the time. You could have had an abortion. Like, if you choose to have kids and you take care of your kids, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take care of your kids. Your kids don't owe you because you were a parent to them, because you parented them, because you put a roof. Like, your kids don't owe you. Sorry, they don't. And I feel like, I know y'all disagree, because we're very much a culture of you're obligated, you owe your parent. No, you don't. No, you don't. No one is obligated to love you, repay you, help you, show you gratitude. No one is obligated. They're not. Sorry, they're not. I do not believe in doing things for people under the guise of, oh, well, they're going to do something for me too. I'm just going to genuinely do for you because that's what I want to do. Now, would it be nice if you pour into people and they pour into you? Obviously. Yes, of course. That's the point of building community with people. I help you when you're down. You help me when I'm down. I was there for you. You're there for me. But people are not obligated. It's been times with me and my god sister where I don't have no money. She show up for me. She don't have no money. I show up for her. That's us pouring into each other, because relationships are like a bank account. You can't just keep making withdrawals and not make deposits. But I'm not obligated to do shit for her. I don't care how much she's done. I'm not obligated. I do not do things for the people around me out of obligation, because I ain't obligated to shit. I do stuff for the people around me out of the kindness of my heart, out of I love you, and this is what I choose and want to do. I'm not obligated to take care of my mama when she get old. I'm not obligated. I'm going to do it because I love her and that's what I choose to do. But I'm not obligated to nothing. I don't want nobody doing nothing for me that you don't just want to do out of the kind. Like, don't do something for me because strings are attached. And it's like, oh, I'm finna do for you, but strings are attached because you got to be obligated and grateful and come back and do for me. No, that's not. Now we're getting into territory where that's not genuine. That's not genuine. And especially not the parenting example. Kids don't parent shit. You chose to have kids. That's your decision. Them kids ain't asked you to birth them. They didn't ask to be here. Sacrifice for a male partner equals normal expected behavior for her. I'm just saying, look, I'm just observing. It was just wild. What's the rapper name that Cardi B is with? I don't even know that young man name. I don't know his name. But I do know that when it all came out, the first time that he was cheating on Cardi B, everybody was like, and remember he came out like on her tour with the flowers and that, forgive him. Oh, but when Remy came out, Remy Ma was cheating. They didn't tell Papoose, forgive her. Give her another chance. Look, I'm just making observations. Parents' job is to always be there for your children. I absolutely agree. I feel like if I choose to be a parent, that is the only thing in life that I feel I sign up for selflessly. I'm signing up to have a child. Selflessly, I raise that child, I feed that child, I put a roof over that child's head, I spend money, I'm there. Those are all my decisions. That child does not owe me for being a parent to them. Hold on now, I don't know where we at. What she was right about? What she was right about? I don't remember what I said. What was she right about? Remy Ma and Papoose, one never knows what goes on behind closed doors. Absolutely. But it's fun when people their business out and you just want to have fun with the mess. And Remy ain't rich. She's rich enough where you should not jeopardize your freedom for $5,000. Okay, our next topic, we are going to get into some comments that my favorite writer-director made. Quentin Tarantino explains why television isn't as memorable as movies are, and it uses Yellowstone as an example. It's just a soap opera. I love television. I have been a television and movie buff since I was a child. But let's get into this. Acclaimed director Quentin Tarantino claims that television is less memorable than movies and uses hit Western Yellowstone as a modern example. Tarantino shot to global prominence as a pioneer of American independent cinema of the 1990s with his directorial debut Reservoir Dogs, achieving critical acclaim in 1991. His follow-up, Pulp Fiction's ensemble cast, cemented his status as a wonderkind writer-director who excelled at juggling multiple storylines and actors, and his auteur status has helped single him out as one of the most iconic and interesting directors in the industry, and he is well known for his stylish movies and outspoken opinions. Per IndieWire, in a recent appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience, Tarantino spoke about his views on the state of modern television and dubs Yellowstone as being just a soap opera. Everyone talks about how great television is now, and it's pretty good, I gotta say, but it's still television to me. What's the difference between television and a good movie? Because a lot of TV now has the patina of a movie. They're using cinematic language to get you caught up in it. I didn't really get around to watching Yellowstone the first 3 years or so. Then I watched the first season and I'm like, wow, this is fucking great. I've always been a big Kevin Costner fan. He's fucking wonderful in this. And I get really caught up in the show. I'm having a great time watching. And the first season, I'm kind of talking like, oh, this is like a big movie. While I'm watching it, I'm compelled. But at the end of the day, it's just a soap opera. They introduce you to a bunch of characters. You learn their backstories. You know everybody's connection with everyone else. And then everything else is just your connection to the soap opera. And of course, Tarantino has talked about retiring from film after like his last one. So it gets into his potential to go into television. Tarantino's comments do have a degree of truth to them, and with such a vast range of TV shows being produced these days, production companies seem to be trying to make things more cinematic, which is not always a good thing. He clearly favors a more contained story that begins and ends in a finite time period, instead of sprawling shows that span multiple years and sometimes lose their way narratively. If Tarantino works in TV after retiring from filmmaking, it could well be in the form of a miniseries or limited series as opposed to a multi-season show. Oh, Lord. I absolutely disagree. I have always loved television, but I absolutely remember the days where it was like TV actors versus movie actors. The TV actors' goal was to be a film actor. Like, you know, we got big stars that come on TV now. That was not the case years ago. I'm going to remove this. I don't know what is happening in the chat. But I see the point of like TV is becoming more like cinematic, more the elements of movies, but I don't like that whole, like, TV be riveting. Like, it be some good TV. Most notably, most recently, The Last of Us. Oh, like, come on, man. Like, oh, great television. Now, I will say, the fact that every time I turn around, something is a TV show beginning on my nerve. Like, I'm not always in the mood, especially this day and age when a show drops like all 8 episodes at once. They drop the whole season. I'm not often in the mood to spend 10 hours watching a TV show. Sometimes I just want a movie. I just want to spend an hour and a half and be done. I will say for me, that's the only leg up for movies and why I prefer movies over TV for me personally is because I don't necessarily always am in the mood to spend hours on a show. I'd rather just get a movie. Hour and a half. But as far as quality, as far as thematically, like, I don't think one is better than the other. I really never have. Like, I love both. I think both can be really well done. Both can be really good. But I will say I think we're in a space where the execs aren't understanding, baby, that idea should have been just a movie. Like, that idea did not need 10 hours. Like, we're getting confused on what idea needs to be like a fleshed out TV series or mini series, and what idea needs to just be a quick movie. Some of these shows that's coming out, I'm like, baby, that could be a movie. Like, y'all, we didn't need all this filler. We did not, like, we didn't, but I definitely would not say, I think, like I said, only in time, the runtime, would I put film over TV. But outside of that, I'm not putting TV over film. I would absolutely be here for a Quentin Tarantino like miniseries or something. Like I said, love Quentin Tarantino. I would absolutely be here for that. And today is the 27th anniversary of Scream 2. Scream 2 came out 27 years ago today. Iconic movie, love that movie. So let's get into some stuff about Scream 7, which this is fitting because we literally just talked about teenage characters in slasher. So this is very fitting. If you didn't, check out what was it called? The Decline of Teen Slashers that I did on December 4th, where we got into teen characters. This is what I want to see from Scream 7's newest teenage characters. If y'all don't get out of here with all these damn ads. Scream 7 may see a new final girl team up with Sydney, bringing a fresh dynamic to the slasher sequel. May's character should have a compelling twist and active role fighting Ghostface, adding intrigue to the storyline. Conflict between Sydney and the teenage characters in Scream 7 could create tension and a more engaging narrative. Sydney Prescott may be an adult now with a family of her own, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on with her when Scream 7 is released in February 2026. Dang, we gotta make that. I thought this was coming out in 2025. Why did I think this was coming out in 2025? But when the first Scream movie was released in 1996, the iconic horror final girl was a high schooler figuring out who she wanted to be while being chased by a terrifying villain in a black and white mask. It looks like the same coming-of-age theme will be repeated in the upcoming horror sequel, as several young stars have been cast, including Isabel May as Sydney's daughter. Our new cast members include blah, blah, blah. I really don't care. If these 3 stars play teenagers in Scream 7, I think that will make the slasher sequel even more compelling. However, I want the characters to act a certain way, and I have some ideas about how they can make the 7th installment in the popular franchise even better. I'm gonna be honest. What I want from the teen characters in Scream 7 is for them to not exist. I would really love if we don't do the teens and the high school. Let's leave that alone. We've done it. Obviously, we did it in Scream. Obviously, we did it with Scream 4 with Jill and her crew. Obviously, we did it with Scream 5 with that crew. Let's move. I feel like bringing Sydney back, let's just focus on adults. Sydney is an adult now, presumably with adult friends. We can have Ghostface killing off her adult friends. I don't know why they feel compelled to absolutely always include teenagers. Like, we could move past that. I want the young adult characters in Scream 7 to be like this. I think one of the new teenage Scream 7 characters should be a second final girl who teams up with Sydney. The most obvious choice for this is May's character, since she is Sydney's daughter. I definitely love to see Sydney and her kid battle Ghostface. It would provide enough nostalgia for fans like me who have seen every Scream movie multiple times, but would also usher in a new generation. I hate this whole usher in a new generation. Oh my God. It would also make it easier for Scream to continue beyond the 7th movie if that's something that the filmmakers decide to do. Many fans wonder about a new final girl taking over the throne from Sid. Haven't we been here, done that? Like, haven't we been here, done that with the new final girl taking over the throne? I don't know why we want to see that. I don't. But hey, I guess it's just me, by myself. However, May's character needs to actually fight and not be stuck in a hospital room like Jenna Ortega's character Tara in Scream. I hate that they just call that Scream. In Scream 5. I was excited about Tara being a potential new final girl. She's smart, knows a lot about the horror genre, and doesn't suffer fools, but instead she was injured and sidelined. I also think that May's character needs to have a killer twist. Maybe she has a secret that she has been keeping from Sydney, or she's somehow connected to the new Ghostface. This would make the movie even more intriguing. Scream 7 should be bolder than Scream 6 and take some storytelling risks, and this big reveal would be a good... Yes, it needs to take some risk. For one, leave the teenagers alone. Leave the teenagers alone. Leave the teenagers out of this. I would be happy if it is Sydney, and given what she's been through, her child isn't in public school. Her child is like homeschooled. Maybe her child is Ghostface and start killing off her mama friends, but I just don't want to see a whole group of teenagers. I mean, I just don't. I also want to see the teenage characters experience some conflict with Sydney in Scream 7. This is an interesting dynamic that hasn't been explored before. Maybe Sydney suspects one of them of being one of the Ghostface killers, or they have a problem with her for a reason that will be revealed near the end of the movie. No matter what happens, I think the movie should explore a more engaging storyline than just Sydney and a group of teenagers trying to get Ghostface before he kills them. That's why we don't need the teenagers. That's why, because we've already seen it. We keep seeing it. Oh, I'm not finna play the who is the best teenagers in the Scream franchise phase, because it's obviously everybody in Scream 1. But since this is the anniversary of the day that Scream 2 was released, I just thought it would be fun to acknowledge Scream and get into the Scream 7 teenagers, since we just had our conversation about teen characters and slashers. Let's see what is happening in the chat. I used to like going to the movies. Now there's nothing I wish to see. I used to love going to the movies. There are still tons of movies I love to see. I just like the movie theater experience. I used to love the movie theater experience. I'm not a big movie theater person. I prefer to watch movies from the comfort of my home. It has nothing to do with the actual movies. I still love the movies. I just want to be in the comfort of my home. You're a bit off topic to me, at least. There is no such thing as off topic. We switched topics. We're talking about different topics. Now we done moved on to another topic, which is Scream, since today is the day that Scream 2 was released. So there's no such thing as off topic. We're just bouncing around. I'm the only one that didn't like the Scream franchise. You're not the only one. Tower of Struggle Reviews TV does not like the Scream franchise, and I'm sure there are tons of others. I love the Scream franchise. I love the Scream franchise. Well, really, hold on now. The original trilogy. And now, so y'all don't get confused, we're jumping to another topic. It's not about being obligated. It's about valuing time. If we don't value each other and treat each other with decency, why waste each other's time? That's why men call Pap a simp for wasting time. How is Pap wasting time? If y'all want to go back 20 years ago and what Pap was supposed to foresee the future and say, let me not love this woman because in 20 years she's going to cheat on me. How did Pap waste time? And yes, obviously you would want people to treat each other with decency, but that is separate from someone being obligated. No one is obligated. And it's not getting into a relationship with somebody, loving somebody, and it doesn't work out isn't wasting time. I think it's called living life and having experiences. I don't understand why that's wasting time. And I don't understand why Pap gets called the name. Look, over my head, I guess. And does. Because that's what we're doing. Go Off with Nickey works like my brain. All over the place. One thing to another. No, Pap knew who she was, and she knew who he was. Okay. I still don't understand why y'all call it wasting time. So the only way so are y'all saying that the only way a relationship is not wasting time is if it doesn't end? Is that what y'all are saying? Like, if a relationship ends, it's a waste of time, and only if it doesn't end is it not a waste of time? Is that what we're saying? Because I'm confused. I feel like that's life. Relationships end, friendships end. It doesn't have to be a relationship ending isn't negative. It was a moment in time. It was a moment in your life. You was with that person. You chose to be with that person. Something happens. It ends. Is it sad? Is it heartbreaking? Is it unfortunate? Yeah, all of the above. Is it a waste of time? No. They loved each other. They had a child. None of that is a waste of time. I don't understand why it's a waste of time. I feel like maybe I'm also cynical, but I feel like I'm also just a realist. I go into relationships with the thought that it has an expiration date. And if it doesn't expire, great, happy surprise. But I feel like there's an expiration date. That's not, and I don't think that's negative. I don't think that's bad. I just think there's an expiration date. And the surprise and the blessing is when it doesn't end. But I don't know why. Apparently, y'all go into every relationship thinking it's supposed to be forever. I don't know. Nikki, to get back to you, I finished seeing The Pope's Exorcist. You were right, not to. I'm always right, remember? Women always right. We'll never admit no wrong. I knew I was right. I saw The Pope's Exorcist for, I swear to God, like 7 minutes. And I said, oh, hell no. And I cut it off. Now there is another, I can't remember what it was called, but Russell Crowe played in another possession movie where, if I remember correctly, he had like a fake Italian accent. I actually like that movie. Is it the greatest movie in the world? No, but I had a good time. I thought it was entertaining. The Pope's Exorcist was just embarrassing. Literally embarrassing. I told you. No, you have to scroll up. I'm talking about the street life aspect of living by street. Baby, why are we talking about street life and street rules? Where'd that come from? You know what? Let me retract that question, because I just said we all over the place. So I guess y'all talking about street life. I'm not look, I don't know about no street life. I don't know about look. I'm just a civilian. FBI, if you listening, I'm just a civilian. So I guess y'all in the chat talking about street life, or you know. Heretic was better, but it also under-delivered. Yeah, I gave Heretic an overall favorable review, but I feel like it's not a movie I probably would ever watch again. I think it was a good idea. It had good moments, but it definitely fell flat in parts. But I think overall, I would say it's worth the watch. Well, you know, obviously depending on who you are, like the type of audience you are. But I thought it was worth the watch. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. I enjoyed it. Overall, I enjoyed it. But I also was kind of feeling like the bar might be getting a little low. Because y'all know this year has underwhelmed for me movie-wise. So maybe the bar's starting to get low. And I'm just trying to find some kind of good in the movies that I'm watching. Because I did give Heretic an overall favorable review. But I really truly feel 99.9999999.99999% sure that I will never watch that movie again. It has no rewatch value. Like I experienced it, grand opening, grand closing. It's just, yeah, I don't. So let's see. Next topic. Let's check the poll results of whose side y'all are on in the Papoose Remy drama. I asked whose side are you on? We got 22 votes. The misogyny is strong in this crew. Remy Ma got the least amount of votes. I'm being funny when I say that. Remy Ma got 5%. Papoose got 27%. Being on nobody's side got 36%. And just enjoying the mess got 32%. So the majority is on nobody's side. I would be the majority. I am on nobody's side. I don't think there is a such thing as sides in this. But the fact that Remy Ma got 5% of the vote. The fact that why Remy get 5? See, now see, y'all be riding with the men when they be cheating. Y'all be riding with the men when they be cheating. But Remy cheat and she only get 5% of the votes. Why Papoose got so many votes? Why did Papoose get so many votes? I know the names, but don't know shit about their lives. Stayed out of the poll. You know what? I don't blame you because I typically don't be in celebrity. But this was fun mess. This was fun mess with Remy Ma and Papoose crashing out on the internet. It was fun mess. It was fun mess. So yeah, if you ain't involved in the mess, then yeah, the poll ain't gonna be for you. But I mean, just vote for Remy though. Even if you don't know what's going on, just vote for Remy though. But if we do not have any other topics, if y'all don't need my advice on the stock market, how to better your lives, we go. The way I just laugh at my own jokes. If we have nothing else to get into, no other topics or anything, we are going to go ahead and I am going to bid you adieu. And do not forget, tomorrow we have our Wishmaster group watch along. We will be watching Wishmaster. It will be me, Struggle Reviews TV, In Love with Horror, Sister Girl on Film, My Sweet Perspective. So make sure you show up for that. That live is scheduled for, what time is that live scheduled for? When I tell y'all, I just be scheduling stuff. I don't know. Where time? 7:30 Central. The Wishmaster watch along is 7:30 Central. So please make sure you show up for that. Also, I put a poll up because after our Juice watch along, I said if Juice wasn't good, I was never listening to y'all again. But you know what? Juice wasn't bad. So we will do another first time watch along, first time watch for me. Watch along, and the options of the movies I've never seen that have been suggested to me to watch: The Cable Guy, Rebel Ridge, Paid in Full, and Bait. Right now we have 83 votes. Cable Guy and Paid in Full have been neck and neck. Cable Guy, last time I checked, was in the lead, but now Paid in Full is in the lead with 48%. The Cable Guy's at 37%. And we will do that watch along either Saturday or Sunday. So yes, whichever one wins the poll. So make sure you get your votes in. Tip the scales, whichever way it may tip. I have no dog in the fight. I have no bias. I'll be honest, I kind of could care less about any of these movies the same. I mean, there's a reason I've never seen them, because I just have no desire. But I'm, giving them a chance. So we'll see which movie wins. By the way, what the hell is a papoose? What a terrible name. Oh my God. Cable Guy is the shit, but you will hate. Why would you say that? Why would I hate it? And I mean, it's a reason I've never seen it. And as much as I'm like, you know what, Juice wasn't half bad, I will never rewatch that movie ever again. Like, look, your taste is your taste for a reason. I know my taste. I know what I like to watch. I know what I gravitate towards. And it's just not those types of movies. But thank you guys so much for being here with me. I just been on this kick this week. We done been here about every day. Baby, wait a minute. We done been here like every day this week. Doing it, because this is easy. This is the regular content be taking time and energy and effort. This just be easy. So I just been on a kick this week. Like, child, I'm finna just show up and I'm finna just do what I'd love to do. Run my mouth. This has been so easy breezy. But yeah, we're going to have to get back on track with the actual movie review content. So yeah. Of course, we still will have our regular, like, chit chat, subscriber check-in, go off with Nikki. But y'all know it don't be happening this often. Like, this was just a mode. This was a mood for me this week. I was just like, these lives is easy, and the sun's showing up. I ain't got to do a bunch of work. Child, let's just run it. Let's just run it. Let's run it. But yeah, we're gonna have to get back to actually doing work. I still owe y'all the Pumpkinhead review, which I am getting. That's taking a minute because, look, I'm gonna be honest, I've been feeling real lazy this week. That's why y'all just been getting these lives where I just gotta sit here and ain't really take no work. But I'm doing like the cosplay for Pumpkinhead because y'all know I just started my foray into cosplay around Halloween season. The content I did, that was really fun. So I said I was trying to figure out how to implement like cosplay moving forward because I had so much fun with it. But it does take a lot of time, energy, work, effort, obviously money, because you gotta like buy the stuff. And I was trying to figure out like, how am I going to implement cosplay? Because it was pretty fun. So I'm implementing the cosplay with the paid movie reviews. My first request, my first paid movie review, Pumpkinhead. So I will be doing, and I'm gonna be honest, this was a hard ass movie. I was like, who the hell am I supposed to cosplay in Pumpkinhead? Like, I was asking Ashley from my sweet perspective. I was like, girl, who am I supposed to like? I was like, who the hell am I supposed to be in this damn movie? Like, this was a hard one to try to figure out. Like, obviously, when I did like art, like that's I was like, who the hell am I supposed to be in Pumpkinhead? Like, who am I cosplaying? But yeah, and that's also why I was taking a minute, because I've been in a lazy mode, and I was like, who the hell am I supposed to cosplay in Pumpkinhead? Like, what the hell? I don't think Pumpkinhead is like a cosplay friendly movie. It's like, who the hell am I supposed to be? But I figured it out. I'm getting everything together for my cosplay look so I can film the video. So that will be me implementing the cosplay will be with whatever the paid movie review is, which hopefully the next one, the next request I get, the next purchase I get is more cosplay friendly. Cause I was struggling. Cause y'all, I can't be Pumpkinhead. Like, I was like, who the hell am I supposed to be? But yes, we're getting back on track with the regularly scheduled program. The Pumpkinhead review is coming. I still owe the members the Joyride review, and which one was it? The Butterfly Effect review. Y'all know I'm like Jesus. I may not come when I say I will, but I'm always on time. The content comes eventually, just maybe not on time. And there are some new movies that I plan on watching and getting reviews of. Werewolves. It escapes me right now, but the Werewolves review is, Gladiator 2, Werewolves, those reviews will be coming, as well as, I'm forgetting something. I don't have my list right in front of me, but, Dexter spinoff starts tomorrow. I'm debating what I'm going to do with Dexter. I covered Dexter New Blood on the channel like a few years ago, but I think I might put a poll up on a community tab to gauge interest in me covering the new Dexter. So yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll put a poll up covering the new Dexter. And I'm also going to add in, we haven't had a members only watch along in a minute. So I'm going to do a members only watch along of one of my favorite Christmas movies. I also have content coming on like my top 10, like my top 10 favorite Christmas movies. That is coming. And I think we're going to do maybe like 2 members only watch alongs of some of my favorite Christmas movies. So I'll do the 10 favorite Christmas movies, and then out of those 10, we'll do 2 Christmas. Why? Because we're in Christmas season. We're in Christmas season. So we are going to do that. So that's everything that is coming up. This week was like a hiatus. This was like I was in easy mode this week. I was lazy this week. I didn't really want to, like work. So that's why. But hey, I still showed up to give y'all content. I was here every single day giving y'all content. Just not, the bread and butter main content. Goal set and met. Absolutely. Pumpkinhead cosplay is easy. Wear whatever you want. Nobody will know. Oh my God, Troy. I think the young lady who purchased the movie will know. But no Pumpkinhead slander shall prosper. Oh my God. That's funny. But thank you guys so much for being here in this live, for riding with me. Please make sure you do all the things that help the small channels, like the video, comment below. Once the live is over and it's the uploaded video, comment on the video when the live is over, like it, make sure you are subscribed. Looking at my analytics, 55% of you guys who watch my content on a regular basis are not subscribed. 55%, over half of you guys that are watching my content on a regular basis are not subscribed. please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's very simple. It's very easy. It helps the channel. Do all the things. Hit subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.
Now, Sid, don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative. I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It knows what scares you. It has from the very beginning.
Sometimes that is what
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid.
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
They are not men, monsieur. They are dead bodies. Dead. Zombies.
I'm not even going to swat that fly. I hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know. And they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
They're here already! You're next! You're next! You're next!
We'll make her one of us. A loving cop. A loving cop. We accept her, one of us. We accept her, one of us.
Goober gobble, goober gobble.
We accept her, we accept her. Google gobble, Google gobble. One of us. One of us. Google gobble.
They're going to make you one of them.